a 12 p.m. checkout? Number one, ours is better. Most B&Bs in Resambu, they have a 10 a.m. checkout. But why have a standard time anyway? Five reasons for that. Number one is for the guest. Imagine if you want to check out after 24 hours, but then you've entered the premise at 3 a.m. What do? Do you check out at 3 a.m. the next day? It's impossible. You can't do that. So 24 hours is out of the question in many cases. But then let's go to another case where 24 hours may not be possible, where a standard time might be necessary. We go to other guests who are coming in. Now imagine if you're checking in at 5 p.m. and then checking out at 5 p.m. the next day. Another person comes the following day, checks out at let's say 4 p.m. the next day. Another person at 8 a.m. the next day. Somebody who's in the US and has a flight will not be able to plan his time well because the other guests who are coming before him have an erratic checkout time. So to standardize it, to help people plan their schedules well, we have a standard checkout time, which for most is 10 a.m., for us is 12 p.m. So when you're planning to travel to us, you know exactly what time you're supposed to come. You know that somebody is going to leave at 12 p.m. and then there's an hour or two for cleaning, so you're supposed to be in by 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. So now you can plan well because of our standard checkout time. Another reason is for the cleaners. Now, many of you may not look at it from the perspective of the cleaner, but imagine this. You have a child and your child is late for school and the guest has checked out at 8 a.m. Do you leave your child to go without breakfast and then come clean the place? Or do you have a standard time at 12 p.m. whereas you finished all your duties at home and then now you can come and check out the guest? Again, if a guest is to check out at 12 p.m. in the evening, what do you do? Do you start cleaning at that time when your kids are about to come back from school and have supper? You can't do that. So a standard checkout time at 12 p.m. where you have enough time to clean the house and get back to your family is a good time. You also should know that when you come in at that time, the house will be free at that time so that someone does not delay you and delay your homely duties. So that's another reason. Another reason is because assume that a guest has left. And then when you come to check the house, you notice that there's a bulb has a problem, a tap has a problem. What happens? You need to call a plumber. But if that guest has left at 8 p.m., where do you get a plumber? Right? If that guest has so what you we need a standard time where there's a lot of activity in the day, and if you need certain technicians, they will be available for you. It should not be so early in the day that it inconveniences the guest, but then again it should not be too late in the day that you can't get anybody to do that for you. Another reason why a standard checkout time at 12 p.m., again others are usually at 10 a.m., is important is because most official businesses and organizations and government bodies, they're open at what time? During the daytime. And if you need them, you might need them at that time. But if you're checking out at 7 p.m. and then the bank is suddenly not working, it will not be good for you because you won't be able to transact, you won't be able to travel, and you won't be able to pay for the house. So, but if you leave at 12 p.m., you're good because the bank is still functional. The government agency, let's say customs, is still functional. So even if there's a problem with your passport, you can sort it out quickly or get an alternative quickly before the night falls. So I hope that you understand now why a standard checkout time is important. And also book our B&Bs. We are understanding. Thank you.